Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, June 22nd, 2022. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Good morning, everyone. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame. After yesterday's one day of strength, we have already seen a pre-market of weakness here, and as it currently stands heading into the RTH Open, we could be gapping down below the previous day's midpoints on many markets here today, which could be an early indication of further weakness to come. We could be looking at a decline back toward the previous day's lows, which could be a significant wipeout of those gains. Now, if the markets are able to recapture prices back above the previous session's midpoint, perhaps there can be a bit of strength here up ahead. But overall, this market here has not seen many lasting days of strength. You've seen one day up and then a hard day down, and one day up and another hard day down. Outside of this one rally here that preceded the Memorial Day holiday, you get one day up, you get one day down. One day up, a big day down. Here, big day down here, and we're already seeing weakness. So again, this just continues to prove how bearish this market remains. While we could see a little bit of strength here, got to really keep an eye on the previous session's midpoint. That's 37.22. If price can get above that, or better yet, if price can get above 37.25, it opens up a return back toward the previous session's highs. As of right now, we could be looking at quite a bit more weakness back toward the previous session's lows as the price continues to hold below that previous session's midpoint. Taking a look here at the NQ, similar price action here. Likely going to be taking a big gap down, especially in the ETFs, the QQQ, the SPY, for example. To take a big gap down would suggest sell signals that could open up the previous session's lows and drive even further to the downside. So again, previous session's low is going to be very important here. That is the 11,476s. As of right now, you can see this is the FOMC key level from last Wednesday, June 15th. Price went down away from it. We come back to it and already dropping away from it again, which could lead to new lows yet again to the downside. If price can reclaim 11,476, that could open up some upside here modestly within this range that is developed. That means that we could finally see a move back toward 11.8, which is the top of the previous week's range. So again, price was not able to hold above the previous week's midpoint. It did all of yesterday's trading. ES did as well, but they've fallen back down. That could lead to new lows ahead. Taking a look at crude oil right now, this one's down 6% today and dropping. Big time move. A range currently of 7 points right now, 7-point range, which is huge. That's 142% of average range. If we bring up the one-day average right here, you'll notice it's already surpassed the 125% extension. So it's 143% of average range and climbing to the downside. Stop run day down and a massive continuation lower. One thing we mentioned yesterday is the fact that price pushed back below that black dotted line in the 115s suggested a market structure break, and any bounce could be seen as a selling opportunity for new lows ahead, likely back to the 95s down below. 95 is the bottom of the previous market structure here. And again, one of the things we looked at in our trading room yesterday was if there's a failed new high in this zone here, we could be looking at an outside day down and quite a bit of weakness ahead. No outside day, instead just straight stop run through 2-day lows and running this thing back to 102.5. So right now, big time down day here. Overall, the failure of that market structure up here suggests we drop back to the bottom of the previous market structure, which puts us somewhere in the 95 zone. So again, we could be looking at much more weakness ahead over the next several days. Taking a look here at Bitcoin, this one's down 3.5% right now. Not quite on new lows just yet, but again, any one day up has been hit with weakness the very next day. We have continued to see this thing work its way through the narrow LVN channel, so we could be looking at more weakness ahead toward that 14 to 12 half zone down below. Any bounce could be seen as a selling opportunity until proven otherwise. Looking at ETH futures, this one's down 4.6%, trading 1070 right now. Again, though, over the weekend we got down into triple digits, not quite so on the futures just yet. We do have a very narrow range that has developed at these lows here. This is a developing 6-day narrow range. That could open up the next round of weakness up ahead for ETH. We could be looking at a move that takes us into 902.5 and better yet into the 717 previous year's low. So again, building energy for what could be another downside break up ahead. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.